basitshela ukuthi umsebenzi awukho ukuthi thina kumele sithole indlela tokwenza imali cabanga. Does that mean that we have to do things like selling things on the side of the road? Because I'm not sure if that's my steez, bruh.
Something that isn't in a huge scale. It's not something that's concrete.
I have no idea what that is.
Little markets, trading goods.
Little markets and trading. Someone who has a little stall on the side of the road where you can buy crafts and beauties and jewelry.
It hasn't got a contract that's just done on your own accord without rules and guidelines.
They can change a lot of what they're doing.
It definitely is.
Yes, in a way I think it is.
Yes and no.
I think it is.
It creates jobs.
We really do not have a lot of job opportunities.
Motivates small businesses.
A good way for them to be able to express themselves.
And no, you're quite vulnerable to your surroundings.
Nali bitola ka Kelerato and then ke dula ko Kagiso extension 12 in the West Rand. Mo re dulang teng municipality wa rona ke we ke Mogale City. It's based in Krugersdorp, not too far away from here. And then basically what I do is I'm a business development assistant. We assist and support young entrepreneurs from idea stage right through to scaling up and all of those things. I'm very passionate about youth development. I'm passionate also about the arts as well as young children. And just basically overall community development. Mo Kagiso go tletse di business tse dingata tsa bo mme ba ba rekisang di veg le di fruits mo di corneng. Re na le market ko di mo mole ko second stop. And then re na le bashimane ba hlatswang dikoloi, re na le ba qadileng di take wash, they will wash people's taxis ba di anagemo, take care of them. And then re na le di salon tse dingata, they are popping up everywhere.
I just have a mind of a businessman, right?
Make sure we let our go panda ka tsele mo di crime eng ke bona go better ke pulele small business if you try something.
I have companies that are registered, so I needed something for capital so that I can start, I can fund my businesses and so forth and so on.
People trade informally because firstly, they can't find jobs. Starting a formal business takes time. So because we are more of a survivalist economy, so you want something that you can make money from quickly. So you look for a gap, you look for what can sell very quickly, you go, you get it, you come back and you give it to the people, and then you turn it into cash quickly. My mom has always been entrepreneurial, and she raised us on money that she made from cooking food and selling on the side of the street. But as she grew, she wanted to make something that was more established. So they registered the business together with my dad. But due to lack of information and not knowing what to do afterward, they got deregistered. And ever since, it's been an uphill battle.
Ra zama gore ne re khone gore ne re tsebe gore ne re ka etsa eng gore ne re khone gore ne re patele ntwengene SARS wa bona a thola gore ne batho ba teng a ba khone gore thusa ba batla re batle accountant wa offices e khona gore thusa, and then a re khone gore ne re ka afford batho ba ba jwalo.
The government expects them to register their business and pay tax and stuff, and you find that there's a gap of where there's a lack of information of where to go, how to do it. So they find themselves now also in conflict with the law because of things like that. As informal traders, those especially that are selling, that have got stations on the streets, they find themselves in conflict with the law because you find that they're there illegally. There are certain permits that they need to get that are either expensive or they're not so easily obtainable.
Ba kile ba re attend meeting mo ngwa di hawks ba re batla go tsetsa tsona di permit ba re ferela go Krugersdorp re go office ra fitla go Krugersdorp ra tlatsa di form, then since ba re batla phone till now.
A lot of informal traders don't follow the bylaws because then it means more money that has to come out of their pockets, which they don't have. and ensuring that the structure is right, are they in the right place, the permits and all of that. So for them, they see it as it's just more money coming out of their pockets. And is it really going to do good for their business? No. So they tend to avoid them altogether.
I give you because Rona ourselves, but just imagine now, from here to town, it's money, a petrol.
Yes, I have.
Lots of times.
I buy a lot of stuff from informal traders.
Yeah, bits and bobs.
Cell phone covers, purses, handbags, leather handbag,
A rubber duck.
cool outfits.
The art quality I found to be quite good. The quality of the gadgets, obviously, not so much.
I have, yes.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I think so.
Back in school, I tried to get my little business going of selling chips.
Other than my work that I do, no, not really.
My own artwork.
Was that sell? I was like giving a service.
A jumble sale.
Some freelance work.
Clothes and like cutlery and beddings.
Arts and craft jewelry.
When I was little, I tried to make necklaces and beads to buy a cell phone.
Yo, se mo se ke se kopantsha hlooho. Batho ba nyaka go dira tšhelete ka ditsela tse di leng melaong nagana. But we also need to make money from tax, and we also need to make sure that businesses are legal and safe. How did it all get so messed up? Nna ke nagana gore re thomile kgale le kgale.
In medieval England, certain towns were given the right to host markets. They were called market towns. Farmers would bring their produce into town and townsfolk would haggle with them over prices. Haggling goes on at markets today, as it did back then. At the Johannesburg market, Africa's largest fresh produce market, informal traders travel by taxi to buy in bulk and then head to town to set up store on the streets. Our constitution gives South Africans the right to pursue a livelihood anywhere in the country. But authorities must walk a fine line. Unrestricted trade could drive out formal businesses, thus reducing municipal revenue. On the other hand, banning informal trade would destroy the livelihoods of our poorest entrepreneurs. Is your local municipality maintaining a balance between allowing people to trade publicly and avoiding health hazards and litter? Cooperate with councillors who have a vision to boost trade and business within your community.
Join the informal economy. That's the people who sell things on the road, in the road, and next to the road. And if you think it's a simple matter of capitalism at work, but it doesn't explain why we need to save the hawkers, now does it?
Save the Workers campaign is a coalition of organizations that are operating in the CBD. We trade in a lot of different items, from fruits and veggies to snacks to even clothing and hardware. Because of the high rate of unemployment, we've seen a number of young people flocking into the sector. Single mothers, breadwinners, find that at home they are providing for 5-6 family members. Now if you take that, there are 7,000 traders, and probably count that each trader is probably looking after 3 people in his family. That's about 21,000 beneficiaries. Majority would have permits, but also there's a large number of illegal traders that do not have permits. Those that have got permit, they actually survive. You would go to the JPC offices. If space is available, they would allocate the space and give you a lease agreement. You sign a lease agreement and then you get given a permit to trade on the street. But those that are illegal, goods get impounded, taken to the city offices, JMPD offices, where you have to go there and pay a fine. The regulations, they should be there, but it must be positive regulations. They should not be rigid in such a way that they do not allow growth. One of them is, if I were to pass away, I had a stall, I'm operating in the CBD, and I pass away today, the city actually forfeits that. It takes back that stand that I was operating and gives it to someone on the waiting list. But now the challenge is, what if I was the breadwinner at home? there's very little consideration and it takes long. I mean, the city of Joburg has not reviewed their bylaws, I think, for the past, 10, 15 years. We're still operating on the very same bylaws. For us, the bylaws must be reviewed every 4 to 5 years. They should be promoting growth, partnerships within the sector, development, education within the informal sector, because the majority of people that are in the sector, it's people who are not educated. I mean, our mothers and fathers who started operating in the sector, they had no formal education, but they knew how to make money. Local government can work efficiently with informal traders. One, they need to involve informal traders in terms of decision making, space allocation, engagements. Don't take decisions for us. Nothing for us without us goes our slogan. Whatever that you're doing for us, let us be part of it. Let us give you ideas. We know we started these businesses. We know what was motivating us. So we can share that with local government and to say, how do we implement it?
Okay, maybe informal trading is the essence of capitalism. But the only way we can really get clarity is to ask some of our future consumers.
Vendors, entrepreneurs, the sellers, workers, street people, hawks. They're called people that sell at the road. Sometimes. Yes, sometimes. Only once. No. Yes. We bought mangoes on the road from them. I buy sweets, chips. They sell fruits and stuff, and movie CDs and glasses, everything. My mother always buys mangoes.
Nimvila ngisho. Uthi yena uthenga amafilimu ngasemgwaqeni, but another person might say pirates ahoy. Maybe that's why we need these bylaws. But they don't seem to be working, do they?
The local government's role in regulating informal trading is that firstly they need to share information, so it's information dissemination. They need to let the people on the grassroots know about what is going on there, and then also understand the nature of the businesses that they want to regulate, so that the law it caters for those that they want to enforce it on.
Government ukhona into angayishintsha ukuthi maybe basifakele amajojo like ama-big tanks ukuthi siwashe imoto nje kuphela ngawo ukuthi amanzi vele angawasteki ngoba siyawathenga amanzi, right?
Hayi ba ke be re ka thola batho ba ka re thusa ka gore re patelang lekgetho and then re ka kgona gore re patele ntho tse re di patelang and then re etse anything e kgona ho etsa gore business ya rona e nne on top.
They allocate them space where they can trade freely without worry of, am I going to be moved, am I going to be harassed, etc. And basically just training them and also capacity building as well, and educating people out there about how to run, the basic things about running businesses. The local municipality is trying, they're implementing stalls that people can use to sell. But when you look at, again, the type of business, what type of business is going to use that stall? A lady in a hairdresser cannot use that stall. Why? Because there's no electricity, there's no water. A person with a car wash can't use those stands because then what use is it? It's things like that. They need to consider that there's different types of products and services, so they just need to work around that. There cannot not be regulation when it comes to informal trading. Reason being, then there would be no order. We need order. But the laws and the regulations shouldn't be so rigid that people find it hard to survive. There needs to be room for people to be able to move and still make a living and still be able to feel free in their country and feel free in what it is that they're doing.
Sinelana Walala Wasala sitimisele ngokunipha nine bantu basekhaya lwati loluphelele with no bias whatsoever. So over to the other side, and let's start with what is a bylaw?
The bylaws are laws that are used by municipalities. Every municipality will have its own problems. Illegal dumping, the biggest one will be the hawkers, and then illegal connection of water, illegal connection of electricity. All those issues, if you have a lot of them as a municipality, then you look for a law that will help your municipality to deal with them. If we don't have the bylaws to guide the residents, we will have everybody selling everywhere, every street corner, every open place, every pavement, and you don't need that. There'll be chaos. And you must understand, you might be a shop owner. You pay in the city electricity, water, your taxes. And I don't pay all those things. I just put up my little table in front of your shop and sell the same thing that you're selling in your shop, which I don't think that will be fair to the shop owner. I mean, in the inner city, areas and some streets we would completely not want to have any hawkers, but we had to adapt and change and say, okay, maybe we can accommodate. Due to the high rate of unemployment, a lot of our people sitting at home not doing anything. So we have to adapt to try and accommodate those challenges. Others would actually have even ulterior motives, because we've seen a person put a table and try to sell sweets and stuff like that. But in the meantime, those people are actually targeting the younger kids that are around that area, and they sell drugs amongst those things that they sell. Over and above that, you don't want people to be going into other areas where now they are a problem to a society, to other shop owners or other businesses. If the area where they are selling, it's not supposed to have open fire, or it's not even supposed to have hawkers, and then we want the people to say move. If the people don't move, then we will confiscate their goods, and then they will have to take them out with a fee. But over and above that, they will then still give you a fine. So you'll have to pay even the fine for that. We try to say, yes, we understand, yes, we know that you don't have a job, you have to live. Look at the bylaws, what they say. Try and make sure that you teach yourself these things so that when you go out and buy something and sell it, you know that you are doing it within the bylaws of that city.
You know, we're all about finding solutions to problems. Although we actually find the people who find the solutions. But anyway, let's hope Lerato has some ideas of how to make things better.
Seeing the frustration that we were experiencing as young people, because as young people we are always in cliques of entrepreneurs doing different things, we decided to form this organization called Making Us, where we will be a link between our community and the municipality. So whatever information that the municipality needs to give to the people, they come through us, and whatever the people want the municipality to help them with and what they need to know the frustrations about, we are there.
Formula group it's under seedlings it's agriculture. So I registered.
I am center manager at Making Us Youth Development, and Making Us Youth Development is an organization that deals or that seeks to empower young people through informational services. Basically, in simple English, if a young person knows what they want to do, and they don't know how, we are the how part. We tell them how to do it. Before anything, registration, you must first understand register what type of enterprise. We have 4 pillars in our organization. So basically we've got your information and advice, then we have entrepreneurship development, then we've got social programs, as well as skills development. So under our entrepreneurship development, we assist young people that are interested in business or that are already in businesses. So we give them information as to whatever it is that they need to do. We don't assist with funding, but we can be able to link them with the relevant stakeholders that are able to help them. As well as capacity building, we assist them in terms of how to do their business business planning, how to, from idea stage into actually where you can actually trade.
You have to register with us so that we know that you're a member of ours. Registration is free, so...
In terms of business, what we have done, guys, is to actually have young people in the project. They are learning about enterprise development, entrepreneurship. Then the other one is through our advice and referral. We managed to hold by now. Since January, we've allocated about 6 bursaries for young people, and they are now in varsity as we speak.
It's important to capacitate young people because it's obvious large businesses cannot employ young people anymore. So young people need to learn how to survive on their own. And obviously starting businesses is the only way. So they need those skills in order to run successful businesses.
It's about bana ba kwela kere. So have you got any business ideas?
No. Yeah? I don't think so. No. Yes? No. Yes, I have. No. At school, yes. My dogs. I sold my soccer ball. I sold keychains, shoelaces, roses. Oh my God, 30 rand. It was 825 rand. I would sell cupcakes. I want to have a restaurant. I would sell clothes and kind of fruits like pumpkin, potatoes, and tomatoes. TV remote. I would sell nothing. Snacks for people. I already have money.
Hopolang gore batho ba le ba votelang ba na le maatla a go dira those bylaws to work for you or against you. People, ask questions before you make your mark. Tsebang gore le votelang. People, my name is Ebenaezer Dibawane. Until next week, goodbye.
When your friends judge you for the right reasons, and now, oh, my ward councillor thinks I'm stalking him.
All right, ladies, let's just start. Go to page 4 in your folder.
Oh, Abu Mama. Oh, ngiyaxolisa ngaba late awuyazi abantu basatwetwe lapha eKaslam ongeke
futhi ungangitshela ukuthi the ward councillor has still not responded to the people.
Ahle awuswaka okomfana nomoro zami uthoka mofonela hona rwale.
Hey, amanamba mina ngiwathola pho councillor. How?
It's called research. Plus it's your responsibility to know.
How do you expect to hold someone accountable when you don't even know them?
Musanda ukungijaja ke. Ngithola le research.
Facebook, Twitter, elections.org.
I would definitely be informal trader.
Informal trader. Informal trader.
An informal trader.
Definitely informal trader.
There's probably more of a thrill than a mailman.